Government calls Charles Brehm.
Mr. Brehm? Mr. Brehm, if you would, please, if you'd come forward. You've already been sworn as a witness, have you not?
Yes, I have.
All right, fine. Just have a seat over here. Witness box. Yes, sir, please. And tell us your name.
My name is Charles Brehm.
Directing your attention, Mr. Brehm, to approximately 12:30 p.m. on the date November the 22nd, 1963, the day of President Kennedy's assassination, were you and your 5-year-old son in Dealey Plaza, Dallas, Texas, watching the motorcade, the presidential motorcade?
Yes, we were.
Did you tell the jury what you observed at that time and place? You're in the south side of Elm Street with your son, and tell the jury what you saw and heard at that time.
We were in approximately this area right here. As the car turned, and when I say the car, I mean the presidential car, turned and straightened out and started coming down, the first noise that I heard hit the president, and it struck him, and he raised his hand up to his neck. The car proceeded, it seemed very, very slow, proceeded down just beyond me in this area when the second shot went off, which absolutely destroyed the president's head. The car then took off in a zigzag motion down into this area when the third shot, which seemed to me to be a wasted shot, went off, which frightened me more than any of the others because then I thought it was somebody shooting up the place. I then fell on my son.
How long would you estimate, Mr. Brehm, the interval was between the first and the third shots?
First and third shot, somewhere around 7 seconds.
Okay. Did you form any opinion as to the location from which the 3 shots you heard came?
I told the officers that it came from one of the 2 buildings, one of which was the school book depository, the other one over that corner, one of the 2.
You feel very confident about that?
Yes, sir, I do.
In other words, you feel the shots, you believe the shots came from behind the president, is that correct?
Absolutely.
No further questions.
Mr. Brehm, have you ever stated to folks that you feel that you are possibly, that you are an expert, an authority on possibly 6 or 8 seconds in history, that you're an absolute expert in that area?
Since I can't lie to you, I'll have to say yes. I do believe I'm an expert on 6 seconds in history.
Now, Mr. Brehm, I know that you saw what you saw. Have you seen the Zapruder film?
I saw it on a quick run-through. I have not studied it or any frames.
Well, let's look at it together for just a moment. Could we have the Zapruder film, the enhanced version, at the regular speed? There's the sign in front of it. Now the president, he goes forward, grabs his neck. Jackie looks at him. His head goes backwards. Did you see that?
Yes.
And it looked as if somebody walked right up to the president, if you were going to describe the motion of the president's head when it was hit, walked right up to him with a baseball bat and took a full swing as hard as they could, like Babe Ruth, and hit him right square in the middle of the forehead and knocked his head back. That's how it looked, isn't it?
Oh,
let's look at it together. We don't need to argue.
I think your example might be exaggerated.
Well, let's see if it is. Could we watch the president's head, please? Now, this time. Forward, his head. Do you think I exaggerated it, Mr. Brehm?
I can't say.
I withdraw the question. Now, you've never seen anybody shot through the head before, have you?
No.
And you're not a student of biomechanics, are you?
No, most certainly not.
Were you ever I know you were a boy once, of course. Did you ever put a can up on the fence post and take a rock and hit it?
Yes.
If I put a can up here on the fence post and you take a rock, got a little water in it, I hope it's water. If you put the fence post up there and hit it and throw a rock at it, what direction will the can go?
Object, Your Honor. It's
Might I
irrelevant.
ask
Wait
you a
minute.
question?
It's irrelevant. There's no parallel here. A bullet as opposed to a head, and a rock, and a little piece of paper up
Post
there.
to wait. I'll overrule your objection at this time.
Oh, we don't need to argue about it, do we? I mean, things go accordance with the law of Newton, don't they?
No.
Well, wait a while. Is he qualified him as an expert?
That was not attached, sir, to that thing. And if you're talking about a head moving in one please attach this with a spring or something when you hit it, and let's see what happens.
Okay. Let's take my arm with my fist attached to it.
Mm-hmm.
See that spot there?
Yes.
Hit it. Hit it again.
That's
That
enough.
hurt.
That's enough. Oh,
Are you
no
sure?
theatrics, counsel, please.
All
Let's
right,
go.
sir.
Let's get off of that.
Well, Your Honor, I'm doing the best I can.
Yes.
Now, how long has it been since you've seen the Zapruder film and studied it as closely as we have with the jury just now, before you testified?
Years.
How many years, sir?
Possibly 15.
And so, would it be fair to say that the jury has as good a recollection now of those 6 or 8 seconds from having seen the Zapruder film as you?
I would say that the jury has as good a recollection of seeing something purported on film.
You question the Zapruder film as being inaccurate?
No, I question your analysis of it.
I see. Thank you. I have no further questions. Thank you, Mr. Brehm.
Thank you.
It was nice of you to come.
Thank you. You may step down.